Hey everyone, and welcome back to Endzone. Let's see where we were up to last time. We need to build a market, which I think is this one. Yes, good. So we are already underway. Let's speed it up a touch. And our these little guys, collecting water. Oh, the animations are fantastic. And I do realise that's a bit loud when I get down to that level, but watching all these little dudes running backwards and forwards, trying to keep up. Yeah, I'm really impressed with the animations. See, let's have a look at the school here. A child. Pretty awesome. Alright, so hopefully this shouldn't be too much longer. A little bit more wood needs to be delivered. And I'm aware that we are low on storage space. So we've got our temporary storeroom here. Oh, actually, these aren't low on storage space. These are low, production limit hit.
Logisticians are able to amass resources from the whole settlement and bring them to the market. This improves the flow of your products and leads to your settlers having to walk shorter distances to fulfill their individual needs. The combination of these attributes makes the market the ideal building when you want to enlarge or even relocate your settlement.
Oh yeah, I guess so you leave this as your centerpiece and then start building around it, which I can't because there's a big hill in the way. I do want to come this way though.
The larger your settlement gets, the farther some settlers have to travel to get to all of the food you produce. To make life a little easier for them, you can build a food station. Logisticians who work at the food station will collect food from your storage buildings and production facilities and bring it to the food station.
Okay, so this is saying resources that can't be collected in the immediate vicinity next scarf. So do I need to change the field of work to be like here? And then I guess I also need someone making neck scarves, because just looking at the thing we currently... Where are you? Tailor shop's making the carbon masks. So if I build another tailor... I know this isn't what they want us to do at the moment, but let's really quickly... Build another tailor. Okay, cool. So let's build a food station. That's what they're talking about. Food station. Okay. I mean, you kind of want it central, right? Oh, look at that. Plop. Right down there in the middle. Need one more logistician. Or however you want to say it. So this enables people to get to the food easily. And that's making net scars. Very good. I'm not sure what sort of capacity everything need, but we're getting materials in here. Food station needs a little bit more wood. We are definitely low on wood. Forest has got a lot of stuff to do, and again, we can clear some more land if we need to. Okay, it's being built.
With the new food station, your settlers are now able to supply themselves with food directly on site. If your settlement is supposed to grow even further, you can think about whether you want to provide additional food stations.
Cool. So you could log one here.
Your settlement is going to prove to be extremely practical. However, your settlers not only need food to survive, they need water too. To be able to distribute water in a targeted manner, you can build a water point.
Okay, so if I wanted to put a water point down, like, we'll build it over here. Because this is a shelter, right? There we go. And we need another logistician. Obviously, they're just, you know, people carrying food around and... just got food in here, which is good. And then people can come to and from. These guys can get food. How many people do we have? 25 people in the shelters. I mean, I don't want to build too many more houses, but probably build a couple of houses around. Attractiveness is 4. It's alright, just build a couple of houses over here. It's always wood. I need to do another one of the other wood tasks. People roaming further and further now.
Now that your settlers also have a water point available, they can supply themselves with water and food. Similar to how it's done at the food stations, this enables you to precisely control at which places your settlers are able to attend to their needs.
Yep. Cool.
Since we have our logistics under control, now we can concern ourselves with the weather and its challenges. We can build a weather station to enable us to make a forecast regarding upcoming weather and learn if potentially contaminated rain might be coming our way. It can also be used to prepare our crops and rainwater collectors we might have against contaminated rain by covering them.
It's enormous. Let's do it. Oh, that's radiated. Interesting. Cleaning up. Remove radiation. There you go. Guess this area is radiated. Understood. We will build this. It will take us hours because I need a lot more wood. I did obviously just get some wood from that area there, but we've got houses and other areas we can collect. How is my... It's this one, isn't it? Okay, so they are out. That's why we're starting to have some issues. You need to move. Let's get rid of this truck and that. We may need to move the scrapyard soon. The more we recycle the area, the further the scrapyard guys will need to go. We've got it all out here we can pick up. But I would like to swing this around and start working on the town.
Good. Now that we know what sort of weather awaits us and how we can protect ourselves against contaminated rain by covering our crops and rainwater collectors, we ought to attend to collecting the rain we want. Rain not only humidifies the soil, it can also be automatically collected via rainwater collectors to generate a steady flow of additional water. Since we've already built our weather station, we're able to decide what kind of circumstances would make us want to cover our rain collectors.
So yeah, our food is now contaminated. Look at that. That's unfair. Anyway, part of the nature of it, right? Rainwater collector. I want to build a rainwater collector. Smallish sort of idea. But yeah, look, everything's contaminated here. What do we... Oh, everything's contaminated. Look at it all. Oh my. People will start to glow at night. I don't know how to clean this stuff either. Obviously, we've got the decontamination post, so this food will go to there and be decontaminated. It's the nature of the beast, I guess. We may need to build a couple new farms, though. And they're going to their temporary storeroom. Good. You're alright, you've got 92 scrap in the vicinity. I do want to swing it over to there. I think that'd be cool. Look at all this. There's cars and trash everywhere. Look at it.
Never forget that our settlers might get sick if we distribute water contaminated with radiation in our settlement, even if they're wearing protective clothing. We should make sure that the collected water is as purified as possible. We can have our crops covered to shield our seedlings against radiation. But once they've been covered, naturally they won't be irrigated with rain anymore. To rectify this problem, we can build an irrigation plant that is able to artificially regulate soil humidification. Place this building with care, because it is only going to irrigate the soil within its impact radius.
Okay. If I place it here, it's going to irrigate this area, but that's already irradiated, so... If I place this over here somewhere... So... And then we build... no, logistics, dirt road. Let's build a road. Good, and... Here. Oops, made that just a little bit close, didn't we? Okay, and then let's build a couple, like, farms over here instead. In this radius. Can't fit an orchard in here. Yeah, I can. Not sure about the whole cabbage. Like salsify. There we go. We are going to need a few more people. We've got heaps of food, so at the moment it's not the end of the earth. Irrigation plant. Oh, we need an irrigator. Oops, if I read the quests right. Here it is.
Fabulous. As long as our irrigation plant is supplied with filtered water, it is able to neutralize a possible contamination of the soil due to radiation. But watch out. When water contaminated with radiation is fed into the system, this can lead to precisely the opposite. And the irrigation plant itself may possibly cause radioactive pollution of its surrounding area.
Look at that. Looted already. Because the rainwater collector. So, don't go to the Rainwater Collector, my friend. Got it.
Alongside contaminated rain, there are other environmental hazards, such as sandstorms or droughts. The soil dries out during a drought, and sandstorms sweep across the landscape from time to time. These sandstorms can damage your buildings and ultimately make them unfit for use. We ought to prepare for this and assign several more builders to enable potential damage to be repaired.
Okay. Need a couple more builders.
You can decide which type of task your builders ought to give priority to at our town center. You can instruct them to merely repair buildings, to erect new buildings, or to do both at the same time. This enables you to react quickly in crisis situations. For instance, in the event of a sandstorm, you can quickly attend to having damaged buildings repaired.
Okay.
Now that we've taken care of all the necessary needs of our settlement, such as food, water, protective clothing, and tools, our next efforts ought to focus on increasing the settlement's overall productivity. A research station allows us to develop different technologies. One step in moving our settlement ahead is to make it possible for our refiners to acquire electronics from scrap. We should perform research on the appropriate technology to achieve this and instruct one of our refiners to produce electronics.
Okay, so we need another refiner. Okay, so let's just build another refiner because the three things we're getting at the moment is probably... Wow, what a sandstorm. Let's build the research station. Let's do that first. That's another big item. Pop it in there. You can see the water still doing this area. Let's drop it to medium. Cool. Should probably put another one in here, right? Food. No, water. Can't quite squeeze it in, can I? That was bad planning. By me. Oofed. That almost gets it, but it's not enough. What if I move this? I don't know if moving this road will help. I'll try it. See what happens. So the research station will be being built. We need to make 3 researchers. It's a lot of our people. Need to build another recycler. And do that. Build another recycler. Tend to have them over here. Good. And this one will do electronics when we finally have the research. Might just turn the building off once it's built. Yeah, just like that. What do you got? Nothing to pick up. Cool. Let's move your area again. This will be fun for you. Someone will eventually come and do this. Got some decent food area over here, and some medium. We can probably even drop it down a little bit. Water's... Can't tell if it's going up or down. Go... Nah, let's drop it to low for the moment. Okay, so this is built. Open research window. We want to research... Oop, it was over here. How do I... Oh, move side. Oh, there we go. Hold down your right mouse button, move sideways. Electronics. Start research. Good. You need a recycler, and that's good. I'll leave you without a person. Okay, is this built now? What a irrigation plant. It will go there. Oh no, it won't, because that building actually extends there. That's a bummer. Yeah, it's never going to fit in there. Yeah. It's a hard one. Short of just destroying it. That's fine. Let's get another refiner. There. Researching electronics. How do I know when it's going to be done? Oh, it takes resources. Okay, so somehow to research electronics it's going to take 150 wood and 150 scrap, but again, not at the end of the earth. How low on wood though? Still have homeless people. Whether or not I build a second shelter or build just a couple more houses. Got plenty of food. Water's okay. Let's just build a couple more houses. Negative 10 attractiveness, that's pretty good. Anyway, a couple of houses down here. It's good that they can clean up the radiation. I don't know what they do with it, but they removed it. Drought time. So by doing it this way, the rainwater collector should go to here and be filtered. And wood will be an issue. Alright, well we're researching, it's taking a little bit. 3.2 seasons, depending on how many people are working there, I'm assuming. What have we got? We only got one settler available. Okay. Starting to get a lot more food pollution, so I will grab a second contaminator. Water's doing okay. I don't know why this graph goes so high. Production limit 90,000. Is that just what we're limiting it at? So it just, we're running out of storage. So, you know, it's one of those things. Got a bunch of stuff. Okay, research was performed on new technologies. Electronics has been researched, so let's change this guy.
Very good. With this new research station and the ability to acquire electronics from scrap, we can provide our settlement with all the materials we need. The research station is very useful in enabling us to adapt ourselves to our surroundings. by using the right technologies in any situation.
Cool.
Down in the Endzone, we dealt with the concept of a solar collector. This solar collector is able to collect sunlight and convert it into electricity. We wanted to try out whether our idea works and build a solar collector.
Sure thing. Let's build a solar collector, which apparently will be massive. Of course it will. Put it there. And then we're going to have to run electricity, right? We're going to have to unlock batteries. Expedition station. There you go. So our guys will be right here. They are coming out and collecting scrap. Comes down, smacks something, picks up 20 scrap, walks away again. And they're doing the whole lap. Oofed. I mean, it would be smarter for me to go this way. I just wanted to see what they would do with this town. Should probably build another scrapyard here. Let's do that instead. And then we'll change this one's location to be here. And that'll keep them in scrap, and they won't have to walk down to here.
The solar collector produces energy by capturing sunlight and feeding this energy into a grid. The solar collector also gives us all the relevant information we need to keep an eye on our settlement's power consumption.
Nice.
Each of your buildings automatically hook up to this power grid when you set up an electric power pole within the building's range. Buildings supplied with electricity work distinctly, more effectively, and produce faster as a result. What's more, housing supplied with electricity increases the confidence of the settlers who use it.
Okay. We can then hit this. Connect buildings to the grid. Like. This is the problem with me building things so close together too, right? I'm gonna have issues with fitting poles in some areas. Switch to this view. Oh, and there is a wiring component. Let's see what happens soon. That one's already connected apparently. Maybe not. No, it's just under construction. That's the purple. Okay, it's obviously now built. Got a post here. We don't have... Do they have to... Oh, look, they have to touch. Oh, wow. This is going to be fun. So I need to... Better or worse. Connect all this stuff together. Can't build them in the middle of the wall or anything. Okay, cool, we're getting it. I know this view is probably a little bit jarring, and I apologise for that. just the easiest way I can build this stuff. Not sure what I'm going to need here to keep the link going. Squeeze one in there probably. Just flick back from this for a second. It sort of shows, but then, you know, you want to know what has what building has what. We'll just go a little bit quicker and I'll get this power hooked up to these buildings. It wanted 3, and I've done like 9. It's fine. Oh yeah, okay, so you can see down on the bottom there it says power grid within range. So the more I build, the smarter I'll link together. So over here, no power grid in range, but I've got it in range here. So we'll find out soon. No one's hooked up to the grid yet. So we've got to build these powered poles here. Sandstorm coming in. Excellent. Just what I need. So they're building that one. Alright, we got 2 buildings here. Finally hooked up. So to hook this guy up, I would need to build... No, I need to build it close enough to pick up the pole. Well, that's unfortunate. It's going to be fun. Okay, these ones are being built. I do need to possibly do that. Maybe. Probably have to do this. This one's got power. Just taking a lot of wood. A lot of electronics is probably what's holding us up. No, we've got plenty of that. Wood. Always wood. So, the more they build, the more buildings will come online. And then I'm assuming that...
Fantastic. I can only picture how our ancestors must have felt with their almost infinite supply of energy. However, you ought to constantly keep an eye on your power consumption to avoid outages.
Yep.
Logically, the solar collector is only able to produce energy during the daytime. It would be beneficial if we could also make electricity available at night so that our settlement remains effective. It's clear that we currently work slower at night, so let's try to store the surplus energy we produce during the daytime to enable it to be used at night.
We'll do that. That'll be the battery thing. Just want to see, here we go, we are close. I'll make sure all my houses get hooked up. Another one there. And another one. Good, and then I guess one out here. Alright, so that should have everything hooked up eventually. But I'm going to wrap up here. So thanks everyone for watching. Comments down below. Next episode we'll drop a battery in and they'll all have power. And hopefully overnight. We may need to build a few more of these. But thanks for watching. Comments down there. And I'll see you next time. Bye now.